I'm talking with Judy Reed Smith of Atlantic ACM about the Carriers World session yesterday, a keynote about emerging customers. Judy, we were talking about that yesterday and really how the carrier space get involved with these customers. What were some of the key findings?
Well, I talked about the history of the customer bases that we've had for wholesale, and it's always evolving. There are always new customers, and the ones that I list as new, many people already are serving, but will be able to serve even more in the future. And the three categories of customers that I talked about were the IT resellers, such as the IBM, Accenture, Harris, many big names that have been reselling the telecom players with their brand names attached for years. Second category that is evolving are the cloud providers, the cloud service providers. And these include companies like Pandora, Rackspace is involved in this, Salesforce.com. There are many, many companies that are hosting data that is used by the end user customers again and again. And they need good connectivity and storage. Then the third category, which is even more fun and we're growing with lots of entrepreneurs, are the application service providers. This includes the gamers and lots of interesting things such as Twilio is a new company that has put together a lot of APIs, application platform interfaces, that allow the entrepreneurial end user to put together a company with certain features. One feature that I like is a company called Uber, which is in the UK. It's in a couple hundred countries, and it is also in the US in many cities. You can get a taxi, for instance, and you just push your logo of the app. It asks you where you are. It tells you how long it will take for the taxi to get there. It shows you a map with where the taxi is and how long it's going to be. Then it texts you as the taxi's approaching, and it does this without letting the taxi driver know your telephone number. Then, because you've registered your credit card with the company, which is another of the apps that that Twilio's made, the ride is paid for. You just get out of your car, and the taxi driver never sees your credit card either. So it's a particularly helpful service that we really appreciate. So those are the three categories.
Okay, now you're a well-known research firm in the States and beyond and do regular research in this sector. And one of the things, again, that you spoke about was a new factor that companies need to be aware of and respectful of is the ease of doing business. This is what people are looking for. Tell us a bit more about that finding.
So we have been doing research. We started in 1995 when many people were asking us, which carrier should we use? And we knew who gave good parties, but we didn't know which ones the customers liked. So we decided to start doing research, asking all the customers to rate their carriers on a number of operational features, on pricing of various products, and on the quality of those specific products. And we've been doing this ever since. So we also ask them what factors do they use to decide which carrier they're going to choose. And unfortunately, in the long-haul North American category, price was the top from 1995 until 2012, when I'm so happy to report that it switched to quality. Now, in the global, we have been doing since 2000, it has always been price, and it continues to be price, with quality as a second feature. On the metro, so in the city networks, where the end user businesses will want to kill you if their phone goes out, quality is the most important feature. Last year, we started adding a new question, which was ease of doing business. This moved right up to position number 3 on all 3 surveys. We believe that in the future, that ease of doing business will mean different kinds of APIs, these application platforms. And the platforms that a lot of people are using now allow the end user, not the end user, say the reseller of the wholesale service, the purchaser of the wholesale service, to go into the network and add more lines, add a new location, add different features by themselves without having to call and schedule and make it a long, difficult purchase. So we believe in the future that will be another way that wholesalers are able to gain more business and grow their revenues.
Well, that sounds really interesting. I'm sure they'll be glad to hear that. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.